Dead Dad, joined up in the booth by TTV, Kluka Rules, and Electric Days. Can't remember the numbers at the end of your name. We are soon to be joined by Jojo Siwa later, winner in the Xfinity Series. We're here today for the Cup Series at Mid Ohio, and boy, it's going to be a fun track. 44 laps and 20 some odd drivers. Who are we looking at for favorites today, Electric?
For today, I really do. It's always that 1-2 punch, especially here at these road courses. I say it's Heredia. Other than Joker, I pick Heredia because usually Joker wins almost all road courses, but them two always have a battle. Hopefully, we actually have other people from the back of the pack that actually come up and race for the win, other than them two.
Definitely. Typically, that's the two you'll find up front, really. It's just Heredia and Joker. But there are other drivers. I mean, aside from them, who would we have out there, Kluka?
My pick tonight's Heredia, Sharp.
Okay. So we're going with Sharp today. I almost tried to pick Heredia, but I ruled that one out. But
I swear to God, if Heredia wins, I'm going to be pissed now.
But yeah, no, someone who you don't really want to turn down today is Big Jim. He put in a little bit of practice earlier today, getting himself ready for the track, and with him having a wheel, he's a really good road course racer. We could see him up there fighting for the win with Heredia and Joker, if Joker even gets up there in the first place. But yeah, currently looking at the playoff situation, I mean, who needs to win and who needs to just relax? We're finally joined by Jojo, actually. But yeah, Electric, go ahead.
I really do think it's out of it's on Brody. I mean, he is out here 100 points behind and 14th. The playoff line is right there, but he got to get a lot of points today to even reach where Drunk Fest and them is at. Hopefully able to get them points today.
Yeah, definitely. Brody getting real close at getting a win here in this season at Richmond a couple weeks ago. But hopefully he can get something done for the playoffs. Anyway, we're joined finally by Jojo Siwa later, winner in the Xfinity Series. Who's your favorite to win today, aside from Joker, Heredia, or Jim?
After that race, I'm going to have to watch out for Sharp. Sharp is very good at this track. Very good at this track. But I was going to say, good thing you got Kluka here, because I got to help my dad with something real quick, so I'll be back.
You're fine. Alright. Yeah. Kluka, once you go, Jojo will take over after the S's up to the final turn.
Right.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting race today with it being a road course. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of fun.
50 laps. No, 42. 42 laps here at Mid Ohio. It's tricky. It's a really tricky track to race around. Going through a lot of these turns, you're going to need to slow down to at least like 30 miles per hour, especially for that first turn with the longest straightaway I've seen.
Definitely. You really got to be careful going into turn one. I'm sure we're going to see a couple of people wash up there, and we might see a caution very early in stage one with how turn one is.
Also, I have a question.
Yep.
Have y'all gotten invites yet?
You will be getting one shortly. And if you don't have one, by the time we join, Electric will get you. Yeah, just Electric, once we get in, just send an invite to everyone in the party a couple times.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I gotta go at 9:32, so.
You're fine. If you gotta leave a little bit earlier, that's cool. But yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a pretty interesting race today. Like I said, road course, so.
I think a true person in trouble here are both Fire Slayer and Sharp 2. Riley's pretty
They
though.
did start the race, but they didn't say anything, so yeah, we can hurry up and join. I don't know why they didn't say anything, but whatever. I didn't even realize until now. They didn't say anything, but yeah,
Yeah, send me up an invite over here.
it's going to be a really interesting race again. 42 laps. Heredia on pole with Joker just behind him, not very far behind him though. And then Brody actually in third. So that's a bit of some pretty decent luck for him. Kind of sucks that they didn't say, hey, you can join, but whatever.
Did you already join into the race or no?
Yes, I've already joined the race. Electric got you an invite, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sending everybody like 3.
So, sorry we're going to miss out on a few laps, but that's what happens when there's no real communication. It's just like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, as I can see, currently Heredia is still holding on to the lead, and I can only assume that it's Joker and Jim following behind. Yes, it is. They've got a pretty nice gap currently on Brody, I believe, who's still sitting in third. Which, again, pretty good for him. And also, if you guys are in, once you guys join in, I'll call out where we talk and where we don't. So I'll be coming out of that last turn through this turn. All the way
right
up
now.
to out of here. But yeah, no, you're good. Go ahead.
Like I was just about to say, right now we got Heredia and Joker, them two fighting up here with 42, just a couple seconds behind. Heredia is running off right now against Joker. They're probably like 1 or 2 seconds in between each other, but it's right there again. This track is so tricky right there, right between your messes.
Kluka, are you in yet?
Yeah, I'm in.
Alright, so you will take over right here.
Yeah, I was back there.
Alright.
But anyway, it looks like Joker right now is closing in a little bit on Heredia. Not that much, but it looks like it has closed in through the past few corners, and Brody still dropped back there. It looks at least to be around 7, 8 seconds back. But Joker right now within a car length of Heredia.
Yeah, definitely. Joker really keeping up the pace with Heredia, although Heredia does seem to be the one that is slightly faster. Heredia didn't have the pole by much, but right now he's showing why he got the pole. Pushing Joker ever further behind him and just keeping Brody way away as we go back through the first carousel. Heredia taking it nice and easily. Joker going a little bit deeper than normal, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I did see Brody go right to pit just before they went. Yeah, just before they went to the start-finish line. I seen him go in the pit. Going pit probably for tires and fuel, but coming around again, I do see Heredia is keeping that lead right there. I'm really proud of him. And the Joker is one of the best here at road course.
Definitely, he does tend to be Kluka.
Alrighty. As it looks to be, Joker does gain a lot more time than Heredia through this sector right there. Through Sector 3 of this track, Joker gains quite a lot more time than Heredia, but it looks like to third place right now, which I don't know who that is. They are at least 20 seconds back at this point. They have capped them as Heredia and Joker both come into the pits.
They're finally going to come down to pit. They were all pushing on the verge of 1 lap of fuel and tires on the left side getting pretty low. Same thing we saw in the Xfinity race with a couple people actually running out. I'm not sure who's going to take over third place as we see Brody actually coming out of what appears to be the S's and into Thunder Alley now. But we're going to have to just wait and see who comes out as we see a lot more cars come down pit road right now. Not sure who exactly. We see Big Jim come down into pit road. Getting the pit box ahead of Heredia for some reason. I'm not sure why. I do not believe there were any passes made under that time, so Heredia and Joker are just going to easily drive off again with first and second in the stage, but Heredia's going to maintain that first place position right now.
Yeah, so right now, Brody, remember he did hit, but he did not, he hit it a little bit more earlier, but did not gain any time off that. And I'm for sure Joker and Heredia are right back to where they started off at, which is just forcing it in between these turns. And man, turns, like I keep saying, turns are really tricky. You got to go at least 30 to 20 miles per hour through these turns. Not really much other to say, but just Heredia's holding on to that lead against Joker. You got Brody back there with a couple other cars. I think the whole field has already went to pit, but man, it's just they all spread it out. So I do not expect any cautions or anything else out of the race.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't expect a caution this time at all in this stage, as I believe we're coming to, I think that's 2 or 3 to go right there. I could be wrong though. The guy I'm currently watching the stream for is nearly half the track behind Heredia and Joker, so it's definitely pretty interesting. As again, Heredia's still just holding on to the lead, but Joker gonna make a pretty decent move into the carousel, get pretty close to him, make up a good bit of time on Heredia, but Heredia's just got that better line. He's going to get the run coming out of the carousel, and as he goes up and towards the S's, I'm going to have to hand it back over to Electric.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in that turn, I was on Joker's side of that, and it looked like Heredia overshot that turn, and luckily he picked it right back up. Did gain a lot of seconds off of that, but Heredia is just keeping up the pace. He's got to win this stage. Other than that, Joker just has to hold on right there, knowing that you're only a couple seconds away with, like Captain said, about like 2 laps. I expect a lot of really forced moves really late in like the end of one.
Definitely. Joker's got to really keep up the pressure on Heredia. He cannot just let him drive away with this stage. I believe Heredia's actually currently second in the playoff standings, with Joker holding the lead currently for this season as Joker plows through the grass. Heredia just going to further his lead, and I believe that's just going to get him to stage 1 win with that mistake Joker just made, which, I mean, it sucks for him, but you cannot make mistakes when you're at the highest level of competition for Hennessy. It's detrimental sometimes as we come back to the S's. Ooh.
Yes, I mean, the S's, these turns right here are really tricky, really for the great drivers such as Heredia and Joker and the others that really know how to master this track. It gave them a couple days to really practice on the track, see what groove that you can run on, and look like Heredia is just going to take this stage, and Joker, he's gonna have to just take second with, I think, Brody in third. Yeah, here we go. Heredia coming down to the last turns of.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Heredia and Joker both getting pretty dicey coming up to that last little carousel on S. But again, Heredia's still holding on to that lead pretty easily. I don't think we're going to see any other competition for Heredia today. I don't think Joker has I don't want to say talent, because I know he's got talent. I don't think Joker has it in him to win today at Mid Ohio. I mean, he's not exactly known for being the greatest at road course racing. I mean, it's great that he's doing this good. He definitely needs to do this good, but I don't see him getting the win here today, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Heredia, we all know him for his best times at road courses. If the championship or anything ever went down to a road course, I would have my special favorite here here for her. Right now, going all out, holding on to first place. Joker right behind him, shooting them turns, hanging on to it. Great job for him to hang on and just about to make a pass, but could not.
Yeah, getting real nice and close again. Joker closing down that gap is... I could be mistaken, but that is the end of the stage. That's going to be Heredia in first, with Joker coming second. Brody should get third, as he's just now coming through... Or coming towards... past the finish line, actually. Never mind. So yeah, that's third place easily for Brody. Let me see if I can find... Alright, so it's going to be Brody, and then the 6 of El Dallin, followed by Jim, Charpe, or Sharp, whatever you want to call him. So that is your top 6 right there for the end of stage 1. That was definitely huge for Hardy and Joker. I'm sure we're going to see a repeat of the same exact thing happen in stage 2 and in the last stage. It's going to be a coin toss between them two.
I mean, right now we seeing what Heredia and Joker, we seeing what both of them have in store for us in this race. The track is hard to tame for everybody that have not ever raced at this track. You're gonna have to get a lot of practice in, and really gonna have to put effort and time into this track as we're going back to the race.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to. As we see Charpe and Jim jump up to second and third on the restart. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe they didn't pit. Maybe Joker had some damage. But he is just... or Joker's just gone. There's a possibility. Yeah, no, Joker lagged out. So that is god-awful for him, but huge for Heredia as he gets...
Oh, Drunk
absolutely sent by the... holy shit, Drunk Fest coming through the carousel and absolutely taking out nobody, but hitting his teammate as Charpe and El Dallin pull themselves to first and second. Heredia dropping back into third, followed by the... I believe that is the 34 of Ty of Hazard, a new driver for Roush Fenway.
After me, after what happened, I'm sorry
no
for
clue
laughing,
what happened.
But, SHR, which is, Mike, he went through the grass, and, Drunk lost it all the way. Happily, nobody else got caught in that wreck. Joker did lag out. Sad to see that for him, knowing that he just lost a bunch of points probably off of that. If not, he is still great. But right now, we got Sharpay right now at first. Great job for him. We did not see Heredia yet. He just fell back a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Charpe doing amazing right now, getting that extra bonus point for leading that lap there. He's definitely going to need it. That's, huge for him. Not only getting that 2 bonus points for lap led, but he's pulling away a little bit, it seems, from Heredia, who got into a small battle with El Dallin for a moment. But yeah, currently it's going to be Charpe, Dallin, Heredia, Ty of Hazard, a driver who we haven't seen very often, rather, in the Cup Series, as he's a new arrival.
Yeah, I mean, going back after seeing what's going on right now, we do have the 6 and Heredia. Heredia is just now passing for second. Great pass right there, you see it. And clean, Darklight right now in first, hanging on to this lead, knowing that you have to pit. I seen the whole field pit last time, so I'm expecting somebody to pit early and then the whole field pits at the exact same time. Really don't expect this much. I do not know if Heredia do not catch up. Sharpeye will win the stage, but Heredia, if he catches up, I'm sure he's going to get away with this lead.
Yeah, I mean, if Heredia can catch up to Charpe, that's pretty much over for him. But Charpe's keeping Heredia at a pretty nice distance away as they come through the first turn. I mean, Charpe isn't exactly bad as we see Brody go a little bit wide and into the grass coming off turn 1. Yeah, no, Charpe is kind of a bit of a favorite to win Mid Ohio today. I can definitely see him going out there and being the one to challenge Heredia since Joker backed out.
Yes, right now, Heredia been right there after going through that turn. Oh, there he goes again, cutting right through these turns, and will he stick it in? Yes, he will. Sharpay right now in first, still hanging on to that first position on Heredia. One of the better drivers now since on the track is right on him. Dialing right behind him in third. Great day for Roush, especially for him right there. Right now we got to worry about these three right here because they are right now getting it in right now. They're the only cars that I see other than Jim a little bit far back and a couple other cars behind.
Definitely a very, very big day for Roush. I believe having third place and fifth place as we see Heredia try and make a little bit of a move for the lead. Going up through turn one, he's going to back out of it though. As I do not believe Heredia is going to try and challenge Sharp on the outside. And you're going to get a nice run coming out of the carousel, but Sharpe is just going to continue to hold his line and make sure Heredia can't get by him as easily as Heredia wants to. Now Dallon's just going to sit and soak it all in and hope they wreck each other and just take the stage win.
Yes, of what I'm thinking right now. Whoa, right there. Sharpe gonna let him go. Holland lost it a little bit behind. I just seen that. But we is right back to these two, the 2 and the 10. Great battle right here as we can see already almost peeking in. Did not work out. Peeked in again, going through the grass a little bit by the 2. Crossover. Really is looking for any takeover position right now as not looking really good. Sharp is holding on. And Heredia looks blow pump. Did not work out. Great move again.
Yeah, no, Heredia is really trying to get past him. He knows he can go out there and win the stage and the race if things go correctly. But right now, Sharpe is still going to hold on to the lead with Heredia in a close second. Dallon, ever since he kind of slowed up a little bit, currently holding on to third place. I believe after Dallon, it's going to be Jim in fourth place. And then Brody holding on to fifth. So, those two cars back there, Jim and Brody, they're pretty far down in points right now, except one of them has a win, Big Jim, from Darlington, so he's locked in right now, thankfully. But yeah, back to you.
Yes, right now we do see them two battling. I'm loving this battle right here. Right now, as we do see Jim, Brody is actually catching up to Jim and 6 of Dallon right back there, but that is for third and fourth. But right now we're focused on these two right now, the 2 and the 10. Great battle. The 10 already has been looking for an opportunity to pass as he shoots it over the turn, and will he make it? No.
Yeah, Heredia's going to try and make another move coming through that last little carousel and S before the start-finish line as Heredia makes a pretty nice move going into turn 1. He's going to get pretty close, but Sharpe is just going to get that run coming out of turn 1 and continue to hold on to the lead. I mean, if this keeps up, I don't think we're going to see Heredia pull in front of Sharpe at all. As we see Heredia give Sharpe a small bump on the quarter panel, but that's not going to deter Sharpe. I believe we've had a pass for third. Currently, Big Jim moved up into third, pushing Dallon back into fourth place as Sharpe just drives away from Heredia after exiting the carousel and going back into the S's.
Man, I'm thinking right now them two are about to go at it in the chat just because of how much I block. And if it's not blocking, it's race lines, because people have different race lines, especially here at Mid Ohio. Big changes right now. We do see Jim is coming up right now against Heredia. Heredia is trying his hardest, fighting to get that first place position, knowing that he's able to shoot out and be able to take out the whole field.
Yep.
As they go to pit.
As they finally come down to pit road, I believe that is going to be pretty much everybody in the top 10. You know, Charpe, Heredia, Big Jim, Al Dallin, Brody still holding on to 5th, but just by a huge margin over 6th place, thankfully. Let's see if I can see who's behind him. It looks like the 51 of King Henry, currently sitting in 6th place. He's a regular truck driver. He just joined this season. I mean, 6th place in a cup race here at Mid Ohio. He's doing pretty good, honestly. I mean, it's a nice surprise to see the truck drivers being able to go up against a lot of the cup drivers as he comes out the pits. Yeah. Charpe still holding on to the lead coming out of the pits. Heredia still holding right behind than before. Now Jim currently sitting on his bumper as Charpe fucks it through the carousel and gives Heredia a nice bump. Charpe is going to lose the lead and hand it back over to Heredia. Now Big Jim is currently the only challenger, with Dallin following about twice the distance between. Well, yeah, he's just falling in 3rd as they go back into the S's again.
Yeah, I think I just seen the 14 hit the wall. Sad to see that from SHR, but going right back, a great day for Heredia. You see him and Jim, Dallin, them 3 are fighting right back at it. We actually do see a competitor, Jim and Dallin, to actually fight for 1st place, or fight for some positions here at Mid Ohio. Going through these turns, man, it's not easy knowing that the car can get loose or you can spin your tires anytime.
Definitely. I mean, you've really got to be close coming off these turns. Half the time your car is going to want to snap as soon as you come out of it, and the other half of the time it's just not going to want to turn. And as we saw with Charpe, his car just didn't want to turn through the carousel, and he ended up just going right through that sand trap and dropping back to, I believe, 4th place. So that's pretty tough for him, but 4th place isn't something to turn your nose at. That's going to be some pretty nice stage points for him as we see Heredia pull out to an even bigger lead on Jim. I believe Jim might have made a little mistake as L. Dallin's now catching up to him.
Yeah, so as we going through them S's again, if I was Sharp, I would really still be happy because of that wreck could have ended out even more bad because of how many positions you can lose off that. But glad to see him in 4th and not lose more positions. Already is right now running off with the lead. Expecting a lot from Jim in this next stage. That will be the end of this stage 3. Right now,
definitely Jim, one to watch out for. Well, one to watch out for in this race. Heredia taking a nice and easy line through turn 1. Jim following just closely behind, but Heredia's just pretty much all but secured himself for, you know, stage 2, another stage win for him. And again, it sucks to see the Joker lagged out, but that's just how it happens sometimes. And you just got to take that punch and roll with it and go on to next race, which is Martinsville on Monday. So they're going to have a pretty fun time there, honestly, especially Big Jim.
And yeah, I mean, Martinsville is a track. Going to be a lot of bumping and a lot of bump racing there, but right now at Mid Ohio, I did see Sharp a little bit come up against Dallin for the third position, but Jim is, I don't know if he's still fighting in there for that first, trying his best to get up there, but Heredia is forcing it right now. If not, then just filling out.
And definitely, I think Heredia is just kind of relaxing now. I mean, he's got a pretty nice, I believe that's about 2-second lead on Big Jim. I mean, he can just kind of stretch and relax as that is the final lap to go in the stage. So, yeah, no, Heredia can pretty much just relax now. Make sure he hits all his marks and not really have to worry about anyone coming to pass him for the stage as he gets through the grass just a little bit. Jim might gain a little bit of time on him there, though. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's, I mean, going back through these S's again, man. Already making it through after winning the first stage, battling off Joker for the last turn. Now over here in the second stage, since Joker is lagged out, fighting again. Well, not fighting, but easily just cruising to the stage win again with Jim in second. Checking back to see where
And already is pretty much just driven away after a pretty nice hard-fought battle with Charpe to another stage victory. Stage 2 at Mid Ohio is going to be Heredia, followed by Big Jim, with L. Dallin managing to get the upper hand over Charpe, who takes home third for Dallin, fourth for Charpe, and then Brody holding on to fifth place still. So that's going to be pretty big for him.
My fault for cutting you off, but Riley has lagged out.
That's really tough for HMS. I mean, I think that's the only two drivers that only two drivers they put out today.
Yeah, I mean, really sad to see it. As Fireslayer and I think Mike there hit the wall before even coming into the last turn. Hit the wall, then to the wall again. But the great race right now. Love to see this, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you like to see it. Hopefully, Big Jim or someone can muster up a charge to Heredia and give him some competition for this race.
Yes, I mean, right now, expecting to see Heredia and Jim up there in the front too. Hopefully nobody else lags out of the race, and we will.
Hopefully, as we see a pretty big surprise, King Henry in the 51, moving up into first. I'm not sure if he just didn't pit there or what exactly happened, but he's gonna hold on to first place now. He gets a very nice, well, not even very nice, as he just puts it in through the grass. I'm not sure what happened.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure what happened.
That he lagged out.
I don't know if he lagged out or if he did that on purpose.
Yeah, he lagged out.
Not sure exactly what happened, as we see a three-wide battle for a moment there for first place. L. Dallin getting the upper hand. Big Jim pulling himself into second. Charpe going back into third, but Heredia falling way back into fourth place, as Charpe gives Jim a huge bump.
Man, right now, them four actually. I can't even say them three because all four of them right there has been punching at each other like it is a boxing match. But Idolin did get the upper hand out of all of them just to get first place. After going three wide through the long and then through the S's. Great job by him pulling off to a tiny bit of a lead. Great day for Roush as he is pulling up with the points and with the lead right now, ready to come around and get some extra leading laps.
Yeah, definitely Dallin pulling away pretty easily to the lead. Charpe just barely holding on to second, as we saw Heredia try and make a little bit of a move coming up to that last turn before the start-finish line, but Charpe just holding him off, as Heredia is just forced to sit in third right now, with Big Jim looking to try and make a move through the carousel, as Heredia goes a little bit wide, leaving that door open just a bit for Jim. But Heredia's just going to hold off Jim and just pull away a little bit, and hopefully Heredia can pull himself back through the two cars of Charpe and Dallin. Otherwise, he's just going to be stuck here in third.
Yeah, I mean, right now, the two car just made a great move right there. As going through the messes. Oh, there go Heredia.
No.
Heredia come
You're
right
good.
back up on the track. Yeah, okay. Heredia comes right back up on the track. Great job for saving that, because that would have been way worse. But right now, Dallin falls back to second. I think he will take that as going up a little bit, but he will take that as the two of Sharp is right now in that lead. As he will come around and get himself some extra points from lead. Oh!
Ooh, definitely
Damn.
some huge mistakes being made here today. I mean, both Heredia and Sharpe going into the grass at different locations on the track. Jim managing to pull himself into the lead as we see L Dallin in the 6 go through the grass and push himself back into 3rd place. Sharpe's going to hold on to 4th as Heredia just punts Jim through the S's, and Al Dallin's going to retake the lead. Jim is not going to be happy with Heredia after that one. We might see Heredia go into the grass coming into the S's. It looks like actually Heredia's going to just let Jim by. I'm sure that was an honest mistake by Heredia. You don't see that happen very often. See another driver pull way out into the grass. I'm not sure who, but I believe it was the 18.
And if it's any stage 3 of Mid Ohio I will ever see, any crazy Mid Ohio stage 3, man, that is something to conquer, man. After winning 2 stages, I didn't expect this at all. From overshooting from the 6 and the 2 overshooting turns to coming right back up into the lead, it's a lot of a switch up here in this race.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's some pretty crazy battles even at Mid Ohio. That's not really something you see very often. Typically, there's just one driver that really stands out, but that one driver that really stands out is currently forced to sit in 3rd after some pretty costly mistakes. I mean, you really need to be careful here at the road courses. Your car will just go away from you in a heartbeat. But as we see Heredia make a move for 2nd place over Jim, going to easily get by him. Hopefully again, Jim does not repay the favor to Heredia.
Yes, I'm expecting to see a lot, after this race. I'm expecting to see a lot of what happened in them turns, a lot of videos and stuff to see. It's gonna be a hard day for commissions and stuff, but great day for the 6 and Roush. The 6 still leading laps. The 10 car for Heredia and Jim and Sharp 1, 2, 3, 4. Great day for them. Really don't know what else to say, but unusual, so unusual.
Yeah, definitely this race. Like you said, if there's one word to describe it, it's just unusual. Those who we thought would stand out aren't doing as good as we thought, and those who nobody even thought to mention currently leading the race between Sharpe and L Dallin. Although Sharpe currently in 4th, but L Dallin is just holding on to that lead, keeping Heredia at a nice distance away. I'm sure Heredia is making a little bit of time over time, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to catch up to L Dallin unless Dallin makes a mistake, honestly.
I really do expect to see, man, they are going fast into these S's. But yes, I expect to see Heredia probably get the 6 a little nudge or something. I do expect him to catch up to the 6 in a couple laps, and might be even the next lap. We don't know though, because anything is possible. I am now opened up my mind to think anything is possible. Even the last turn, you think you are okay, out of nowhere you overshoot it, and you might have lost the race off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even through that last turn, you can make one mistake, as we saw. I believe Sharpe did it coming out of that last turn, and he lost the lead to Jim there for a minute. But like I said, you just got to be really careful on road courses, because one mistake will put you back 6 seconds, and you're going to have a hell of a time fighting to get those 6 seconds back. I mean, there's been a pretty nice battle for first place. Heredia's not driving off like we thought he would, as we saw rather in stage 1 and 2. But it's a nice battle right now between Dallin, Heredia, Big Jim, and Sharpe. But they're currently split up into little groups of 2 between each other.
Yes, as I was checking back to see who was in fifth, and that was Tyre Hazard, and great day by him too. A lot of cars that I didn't expect to be in the top five, or in the top five, or in first. Didn't expect them to be in the lead. Thought they was going to be a little bit bad, probably in like fifth or sixth, fighting for the position. But great day for them, and I'd love to see stuff like this if they're going to pit.
Definitely, I mean, you don't see L. Dallin leading very often, as L. Dallin, Charpe, and I believe Jim pulled down into pit, ready to staying out an extra lap. I'm not sure if he's got the fuel for it. I mean, you got to be pretty scared if you're Heredia, and I believe, yeah, he's currently the only car out on track as far as I know. So, that'll be pretty interesting. I'm gonna hop off and take a look at, actually Brody, who's also staying out another lap. He's gonna take over second here for this lap, but he's not gonna get any points for it. As we see, I'm gonna follow with Dallin and Jim. I'm just gonna let Heredia and Brody go around, yeah. So yeah, no, Dallin's going to be able to come out of pits first. Well, third, technically, but first out of the group of three cars that came down at first. It's going to be Dallin, Jim, and then Charpe. I mean, they're kind of close to each other right now. I can definitely see a pretty nice battle happening for third place, if it eventually does happen anyway. But L. Dallin has been doing pretty great.
Pretty great is right. I Dallin leading this race.
Thank you, JoJo. Did you
you.
see what I posted in chat, actually? In the broadcast
Yeah, I don't
chat?
know this track, so I'll do the best I
Alright.
can.
I'll let you know when you start. That'll be next lap, because pit cycle.
Is I Dallin leading this race?
L. Dallin is currently in third. It is Heredia that was leading this race, but he just now came out of pit road, or no, just now came down pit road with Brody, wherever he is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, JoJo. So Joker, Riley, Kang are all lagged out.
Yeah. But yeah, no, as we're gonna see Heredia finally come out of pits. L. Dallin currently gonna take over first, followed by Jim, Charpe, and then Heredia as well. But they're all gonna be back under a blanket again, battling for first once more as they come back up through back up through the carousel. No real mistakes coming from any of them this time. I mean, things were getting pretty wild earlier in the race. We saw Charpe and Heredia make some very costly mistakes. We saw Heredia move Jim through the carousel, and honestly, it's just amazing what all they've managed to do.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm not even gonna be surprised if somebody gets moved out the way. And the way how they're driving right now, they go to 10, bumping to 2. But yeah, like I said, and get up to 6.
Definitely, and JoJo, you talk now.
I haven't seen much of the race, but I Dallin looks like he's been practicing this track a little bit. Been a mid-runner most of the season. Is in the top 10, but looking like he has something, maybe a chance for a win here as we have a handful of laps left.
Yeah, definitely, I'm not sure exactly how many laps they have left. I'll be able to get it here in a moment, but it's still going to be L. Dallin leading the race as Heredia makes a nice move for third, pushing Charpe out of the way that time. I mean, you just got to get a little bit aggressive, but you can't get too aggressive, otherwise you can end up getting a penalty, as we see Charpe make another move back through the carousel and push Heredia back into fourth. It's just going to be a lot of back and forth as Charpe just bends it, puts it in the grass, and lets Heredia back by.
And it's something to watch these 4 race, man. Jim, Dallin, Heredia, and Sharp, they are all some great drivers. And the 11 is all up on the 6 coming up. Well, hopefully you can make a pass before Heredia catch up, because we all know what will happen if we see these 4 bunched up again.
Yeah.
Looks like Big Jim might be a little bit quicker than the 6 in the first half of the track, but let's see if the 6 can come up with something here to get away from him. Coming back to the stripe. Did you get a lap counter?
I'll be able to get it this time. I missed it, actually. But yeah, no. I mean, hopefully Dallin can figure out a way to pull off from Big Jim, who is definitely a little bit faster up to about the start of the S's, and that's where Big Jim has the advantage. I believe both of them are on wheel, but Big Jim tends to be the one that's a lot better here at road courses. El Dallin seems to be more of an oval specialist with his wheel. But currently it's just going to be El Dallin holding on to first, followed by Jim, then Heredia, and then Sharpe with, I'm not sure who that is way in the distance.
And that's Ty.
Ty of Hazard, huge day for him, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, right now, as they're coming through the S's again, the 6 did pull off of, a little bit off of his, lead. Gained a little bit, but Jim is still there right now, making it through the S's. Like you said, he did gain a lot of time. Heredia and Sharp, hopefully, they coming up right now.
Yeah, it looks like Idallin was able to get something in this. Oh wait, no. Yeah, but Idallin was able to get a little something in the second half, but Jim's right there again, as well as Heredia coming back to the stripe.
Definitely
we have
Jim,
a lap counter.
Jim giving some huge bumps to El Dallin. Yes, we do. That is 9 to go right there, actually. And they're going to have to come down and pit one more time. I believe they have roughly about 3 laps of fuel left. So they're going to need to kind of save it just a little bit. Try and make it to at least 6 to go before they even come down to think about pitting. But if there's anyone to do it today, it could be most likely Jim, as we see Heredia make a nice move on El Dallin to take over second place. He's going to have that inside line coming up to the S's.
Yes, I mean, it looked like the 6 of Dallin. It's like, I won't be surprised if we see bump and run for the end of the race, but Heredia right now, striking right now at Jim with, I'm still not surprised that the 2 is up there. The 6 right now is in third, but he will hopefully get back up there too once they get the pit cycle.
Yeah, well, as we saw the pass for the lead, Big Jim was able to take it. Now he's got to hold on to Heredia. Make sure he doesn't get next to him. Coming back to the line, 8 laps to go.
Yeah, definitely. Jim has to really just keep Heredia in his mirror and make sure that he can just hold off Heredia, as I believe that is actually 7 to go. I shorted it, or I added an extra lap. I'm not sure why exactly, but that is 7 to go. As Heredia continues to try and find his way back into third. I mean, earlier in the race, we saw Heredia give a nice bump to Big Jim through the carousel. I don't think we're going to see it happen again, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, Jim holding off Heredia. We've seen this in stage 2. We couldn't see this in stage 1 because of Joker and Heredia, but stage 2 and 3, them 2 and the other 2 have been fighting for this league. A really fierce battle between them 4, but it's starting to see like they're breaking apart a little bit as Heredia is fighting for the lead.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, looking like it's a 2-car race for now. Yeah, Big Jim's going to come and do his final stop as well as Idallin and Sharp.
Jim and Dallin going to come down. Heredia staying out once again, an extra lap. It didn't help him last time, however, so I think with Heredia staying out, he's just going to drop back, possibly back to where Sharpe was towards the end of the, back at the last pit stop. Ooh, I believe Brody now coming down in this time. Let's see if I can find Jim and Dallin.
Yeah,
There they are. Jim's going to come out ahead of El Dallin, Brody's going to take over second in the meantime, but he's going to have to come down and pit this lap. But currently it's going to be Big Jim, L. Dallin, and then Charpe. And I'll let you take over.
Oh, yeah. But right now, I do see Heredia just past the S's right now, coming into the final turn for almost the second time before, before you got to go to pit. Right now, Heredia is running away with it.
Yeah, Heredia's probably going to want to come down as he's going to right now. I was going to say pretty soon. I don't know about tire fall off at this track, but definitely want to get there. So when he comes out, he knows if he's got the lead or if he needs to make up some ground.
Definitely tire fall off is pretty rough. I believe they come into the pits with just 15, maybe even 10% remaining, depending on how hard you drive that car. I'm going to see if that group of 3 cars, Jim, Dallin, and Charpe, can come out ahead of Heredia. Because that, I think, with Heredia coming down a lap later than the rest of them, he's just going to put himself at a disadvantage. So you see Heredia finally move out this time. Big Jim is just there, though. Jim is going to take over the lead from Heredia in the meantime, putting L. Dallin in 3rd, Charpe in 4th, and I believe Brody's still in 5th, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, going through the carousel. Jim's still holding on to the lead. Heredia is definitely there, though. Electric?
Yes, my fault.
You're
yes, Heredia right now in 2nd. I was watching him coming out of pits, and I was surprised because how much ground right now, right behind Jim, but how much ground did he got or actually kept up with against Jim? And them right now fighting. He slows down, lets him go. Probably gonna get a run off here. Could not hang on to it. He's gonna try it again to get Jim, and yeah, I'm definitely expecting a big win.
Yeah, don't look now, but Dallin's still not too far behind if these two get battling. We saw it in the truck race yesterday. Anything can happen when a couple cars are side by side. And with these fresh tires, it looks like Dallin might have one of those best cars out of those top 3.
Definitely Dallin doing, honestly, pretty good. Pretty surprising, honestly. He's not really known for his expertise at road course racing, as we see Heredia try and make a move going into turn 1. But he's just going to end up backing out. Jim's still going to hold on to the lead going into the carousel. So Heredia gives him a little shot. Going to get onto his quarter panel, but give it back up, as I believe he might have gotten a penalty had he actually just gave him a little shot and kept going with that position.
Yeah, I mean, coming around once again through these S's. I think we have 5 laps to go.
In the minute, I can tell you.
Okay. Either way, Jim slowing up tremendously. Go to the inside. Still fighting. Little bump. Contact. A little hang-ons in the edge, but could not hang on to Heredia. It's right there again. Right there again. Couldn't hang on, and Heredia has officially taken the lead.
Yeah.
Heredia's going to be able to take it. Jim definitely doesn't want to lose sight on him, though, because one little mistake and be Big Jim's race, or Dallin again's creeped in on him a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Heredia just barely managing to get himself ahead of Jim, as I believe that is 3 to go, honestly. Or I think it is anyway, but yeah, no. Heredia just needs to be careful. Try not to make mistakes, but still keep himself ahead of Jim and ahead of Dallin if things keep up like this. I mean, Dallin has managed to just keep himself in 3rd place at a pretty decent distance away. I mean, if things break down between Heredia and Jim, we could definitely see Dallin come away with a victory here today at Mid Ohio.
I mean, right now, them two, man, the way how they fighting, it's like I'm seeing a whole different aggressive race as they are fighting. They go Dallin right there, 3 wide through the Hesses. Never seen that before, but once again, them 3 are just dogs in a cage just fighting to get out right now to get this win. Jim is all him and Heredia are all over each other with down behind.
Yeah, oh, I down just about lost the car. It looks like he's going to be able to hold on to it, but Big Jim is not letting Heredia go. He is on his bumper. Needs to try and make a move here. Here he goes.
You know, Jim's just imprinting that Toyota logo on the bumper of Heredia. Not exactly happy with how Heredia has been racing him here today. That's 2 to go. So, yeah. Hopefully Jim can find his way around Heredia and grab his second win of the season. As Heredia kind of overshoots the carousel just a bit, allowing Jim to get onto his side. They're going to beat and bang all the way up through, can't remember the name of this, but it's turn 3, sort of.
Yeah.
They're coming up to the S's. I know that much. I just can't remember the name of this portion.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Jim's going to take over the lead here. Heredia flying through the grass. That's painful.
Right now, oh my god, bump and brakes, Darlin is right there. That's the only happiness I can say, but, I love to see these two, or, these three right now, drag racing through that long straightaway, and, can't wait to see the end of this race, especially last lap.
Sharp's been creeping in too. He's gained quite a bit of time while these guys have been going at it. So, if there's going to be some bump and run, Sharp's not out of it. This should be the white flag, correct?
Yes, that is the white flag. Sharpe making his way from 4th. He's definitely back there, and if things go sideways for these 3 cars up front, I mean, Sharpe's right there to just pick up the lead and just run away with that win, as we see Jim still hold on to the lead. Dallin putting a bit of pressure on Heredia as they come up through the carousel. Heredia is going to mess it up once more, but Dallin's just going to follow him a little bit. Jim still holding on to the lead. He's just kind of grown it a little bit. Dallin's fallen slightly back from Heredia now, sadly.
Man, the way how I'm looking at this race, especially it's the end of the race right now. I'm expecting to see I'm expecting to see a Tony Stewart move right now, and right now Heredia's up there. He is forcing it, just forcing it, man. I would definitely expect to see something here through these turns. They are just again. Oh my God! Once again, Heredia.
Oh my God!
Here comes Dallin.
Yeah, oh my God!
Wow.
Oh no! Jim got wrecked. Dallin's moving Heredia.
Oh!
Oh my God!
Dallin's gonna push Heredia, and Heredia's gonna grab the win after a very dirty move on Big Jim with that on that final corner. That's gonna be Heredia, Dallin, and give me 1 minute. It's gonna be Heredia, Dallin, Sharpe, Big Jim coming out in 4th. Jim is not gonna be happy after that. Fire Slayer looking like he's gonna come out in 5th, with Ty of Hazard coming out 6th. Ghost, Drunkfest, Brody, and Bobby Love rounding out your top 10. Hopefully we can get Heredia in here. I believe we're gonna keep Jim away from the booth this time, as he's not gonna have anything nice to say.
Yeah, I mean, like, after just getting in here and saying 10-4, I'm expecting to see something at Martinsville. Short track racing especially. Heredia takes the win after third Tony Stewart all over again. Dirtiest move, but it's the end of the race. I'm expecting to see a lot from a lot of bumps and stuff, but man,
holy shit!
Hell yeah, SHR with the win, but what was the cause? What was the cause?
Better hope V doesn't see Big Jim next week at all.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, with it being Martinsville, Jim's definitely going to have a blast, and I'm sure that bumper of the 10 car we're going to end up seeing very many Toyota logos imprinted on it, as Heredia still has not joined. I'm not sure what's exactly happening with him.
Holy crap. Fastest lap goes to Brody, though. Where did Brody finish? I didn't see him.
Man, I don't. Well, I don't know because the race was overall great. The end of the race, that was that was something. After bumping, I remember going into stage 2. I actually like almost at the end of stage 2, watching them bump and keep bumping and keep going through it. I was like, man, something has to happen at the end.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what was happening. So joined up by fourth place finisher after a pretty interesting final few turns at Mid Ohio, coming out fourth. Big Jim, I'm sorry to see what happened. I mean, we caught a lot of it up here in the booth, but you were the one to win up until that happened.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say anything about Heredia because I know he's one of the absolute best on, definitely in the Cup Series. He's one of the top talents. No, Joker lagged out early. He was going to be a guy to contend with, but I don't know what happened. I'll have to look back at the replay and see what happened between the 6 and the 10, but it's a shame. I felt like really I finally was going to be able to win Mid Ohio. I've been North American U-Racing League. I had a last lap blunder as well, so we'll just keep pursuing it in the future.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, Big Jim, humble as ever. Electric, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I would like to say, that reminded me so much of just that Tony Stewart move that he pulled on Denny, but man, that Sonoma, that really just reminded me so much of that, but man, Heredia with a move at the end with Dahlin. I'm surprised Dahlin came up as JoJo and UCAP. Y'all both said it. Dahlin right there. They both mess up. Dahlin got the win, but fighting to the end, them two smashing together. And
Wait, time out. Allen got the win?
No,
Allen
did.
didn't get the win, but yeah, Heredia, them two at the end of the turn was just together, and
I'll start celebrating if Allen got the win. He's been long due for one. He got second again, second place king, but he is due for one, man. He is so due for a win.
Yeah, we've seen it at
He was going to pass Heredia, it looked like, but went through the grass a little and slew down just a little bit.
That's tough, man. Well, hopefully he can get it. I don't know where we go next week. I think it's Martinsville.
That is Martinsville.
Jim in here. So
Jim. I mean, yeah.
One
looking
of us,
forward.
all of us actually.
Go ahead. No.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh, my fault. Jim, I don't know the exact words to say for what happened, but man, I definitely know your feeling, but what should we all expect to see at Martinsville? Short track racing. What should we expect there, Jim?
You know Jim's been in here the whole time, right?
No, I didn't know.
We were asking him questions.
I just didn't know, but please just answer because I'm still thinking about what happened, man.
Yeah, man. Well, me and Heredia, we have a lot of respect for each other, but he has doored me quite a bit this season. He doored me at Richmond in stage 1, doored me, lagged in front of me at Talladega, can't really help that one. And I don't know what happened on this last lap. It wasn't just that one incident where I got actually wrecked, but he tried wrecking me about 3 times before that. So, Martinsville, we'll just have to wait and see.
Jim, I downed Adam to this party, I guess, for finishing second. He wants to talk.
Yep. Dallin would, I'm sure, absolutely love to be in this party. I'm sure, probably not much like you, Jim. He's going to have a lot more words to say about Heredia.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dallin didn't. Hold on. I'm talking to myself.
Yep, you're fine. I mean, Heredia was just pretty much a weapon there on those last few corners. I mean, It's going to be interesting to see if he even comes out of Martinsville in the top 5 with how he acted today. He made a lot of enemies, not only Charpe, Jim, and Dallin, but I mean, it's tough for him.
Yeah.
Hopefully we could be joined by Dallin here shortly. Jim, what's the status on getting him in?
Oh, sorry. Am I inviting
You're fine. Yeah, get Dallin.
I'll have him added.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah, we got you as
Would
after race report, man. So much tension between SHR, JGR, and Roush. I can say Roush now. Well, I Dallin and them. So expecting to see a lot of bumping in racing. Yes, I would love to see that.
I'm sure that's exactly what we're going to see as we're joined by second place finisher, although it honestly should have been first in some people's eyes.
Forced?
But foist. Yeah. Hell Dallin, the driver of the 6, pulling 6 out of Mid Ohio. It was definitely interesting coming out of that final turn. What exactly happened, we may never know up here in the booth, but we can sit here and speculate all day. But Dallin,
I could tell you what happened.
knock yourself out.
Let's hear it.
All right, well, going in the third last corner left-hander, Heredia just braked too late. I was on his inside, and it looked like he just broke too late trying to clear me going in the corner, and he just punted Jim. So I'm like, well, if he's gonna punt Jim, then I'm just gonna punt him back. So I punted him, but then he ran me off the road off the last corner, which I guess it was fair because I did punt him. But I mean, it would have been cool if only a drag race to the line. But yeah, lost the momentum because I was not on the track. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Jim just said I'm the second place king, and I cannot disagree with that. And it really sucks.
love you.
Definitely. I mean, you're getting some pretty nice points taking second place in a lot of these races. It's a shame to see what had happened with Reddy. I'm sure he felt pretty threatened by both you and Jim that he just had to do anything he could there to get that win, just barely.
Yeah, with like 4 to go, I ran my fastest lap ever, just trying to run him down. So we were all hauling at the end. I ran a 19.9. I didn't think I had that in me, but I guess I did. So that was pretty crazy.
I guess so.
Good fun.
Man, I have one question, Dallin.
Yeah.
I really thought you was gonna win when I threw that last turn. Your heart had to be rushing, I'm for sure. Knowing that, especially Texas, after what happened with that, coming
Yeah.
here, Mid Ohio, you had high hopes. Coming through the last turn, seeing Jim getting punted, then you 100% had it. Then
Yeah.
Heredia.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like if I wanted to win one, this was gonna have to be it because Jim and Riley lagged out. I mean, no offense. Well, actually, this is actually, Joker and Riley. It's actually a compliment to them because it's really hard to win races when they're racing. So I felt like I really had to go for this one. So when Jim just got ran over, I'm like, well, okay, I guess we're doing that. So I guess I should have hit him harder. I don't know, but then I was like half a car length ahead, so I tried to squeeze him going into the last corner, but he fought back, which is fair enough. I did punt him, and then he probably wasn't trying to run me off the track, but I mean he's just trying to carry the speed through the corner, and yeah, that happens. But I was really going for that one because it's hard to win races in this league, so I had the opportunity, I had to go for it.
It definitely does just happen as we're kind of running pretty long after the race. Jojo, do you have anything you'd like to say to Dallin or Jim? Cool. Electric, do you have anything you'd like to add to Dallin or Jim?
Hope to see y'all three with Heredia inside the chat next Monday. Hopefully
You'll definitely see Jim. You probably won't see me, but you'll definitely see Jim.
Yeah, definitely. Martinsville is going to be pretty interesting. And we're going to end it off here tonight after a pretty interesting broadcast and even more interesting race. Thank you guys for tuning in to watch the Cup Series race at Mid Ohio. Be sure to catch us Monday at Martinsville, 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the Xfinity, 8:45 Eastern Time for Cup Series. Thank you again for joining. We will see you